10 years ago, I was sitting right where you're sitting. I was the one tuning into these live streams because my husband and I were sitting right in the center. Man, $460,000 of debt. I'm telling you right now, I know what it feels like to just feel suffocated, feel like you're strapped for cash, feel overdrawn, right? Some of you are probably overdrawn right now. I know that feeling, but let me tell you something. 10 years passed, and this is where I am now. And 10 years is going to pass for you, and you get to decide where you're going to end up. And I'm going to tell you, for us, a critical juncture was getting on a budget. Man, it's so important. It is really the foundation of everything we teach. Dave just went through a bunch of really foundational teachings, but the budget, I'm telling you, it sits underneath all of that. And if you're anything like me, when you hear the word budget, let's just be honest. We don't like it, right? It's uncomfortable. It feels constraining to us. It makes your armpits sweat. It makes your stomach, cramp up. Because a lot of us have that negative relationship with the budget. When we hear budget, right, it's like that finger shaking at you. You've done wrong. You were bad. You got to get on a budget, right? Am I the only one? I don't think I am. Live stream wall. Zoomers, I'm not the only one. And if you feel that way, I want to set you free because at the core of it, a budget, it's not a punishment, okay? It's just a plan for your money, okay? It's a plan for your money. And if you do a budget right, it really is a map that gets you to all of your financial goals, okay? That's what it's supposed to be. And a good budget is one that you do every single month because every single month is different, right? And a good budget is one that is zero-based, meaning you're spending every single dollar of your hard-earned income on purpose every single month, right? You're giving every single dollar an assignment. So that's really all a budget is. And some of you are going, well, Jade, I don't know if I really need a budget. I mean, maybe I don't make enough money to budget. Or maybe you're thinking I make too much money to budget. I just need a little bit more control over my money. You've got all these excuses. But let me just tell you, budgets are like toothbrushes. Everyone needs one. I say it all the time. Budgets are like toothbrushes. Everyone needs one. Without it, things get ratchet. They get messy, right? So we all need them no matter how much money you make, no matter how little money you make. It's just you creating a plan, okay? It's a set of instructions on how you're gonna spend your money, okay? And at the end of the day, think of it like self-care. If that helps you, think of budgeting like self-care. It's really yourself deciding that you care about where your money goes, okay? And it's so important because your money is expensive. Think about that for a minute. Your money is the most expensive thing that you have. It costs you. Right? It costs you time. I don't know about you, but it costs me time away from my husband. I got 2 kids, right? It costs me time and effort, right? I'm giving my ideas, my energy to make money. It costs me sleep. I'm up at 6 a.m. every morning. It costs me sleep. Okay? So this is a costly asset that we have, the most expensive thing we have. For some of us, it costs us our sanity, right? You're on your last good nerve. And we do this for 40 years of our life. And yet we don't know what happened to the money. Now, let's say you bought yourself a Louis bag, a Louis Vuitton bag. You actually bought something that you can see the value of. If I said, hey, that Louis bag you bought, where is it? You know exactly where it's at. You say, Jade, it's in the closet. It's on the shelf, on the hook, underneath the light. Like, I know where I keep it. But if I said, hey, what happened to that $1,600 you had last month? You'd look sheepish. You'd be like, Jade, I don't know where it went. Maybe it went to groceries. Maybe it went to DoorDash. Maybe it went to Target. That's crazy. Your most expensive thing that you had. Matter of fact, you're not alone. 60% of Americans, if I asked them that same question, 60% of Americans would say, yeah, Jade, I don't know what happened to that money, which is crazy because so much money passes through our hands through the span of our working life. If you're a person who works for 40 years, which is fairly normal, and you just make an average of $50,000 a year throughout that entire span, that's $2 million passing through your hands. I don't know about you, but where I come from, $2 million is a bag. Like, that's a lot of money. Don't you think you ought to treat it with care? Don't you think you should know where it went? And some people think, well, Jade, if I had more money, I'd be a better manager of it. Can I tell you it's just the opposite? Matter of fact, Luke 16:10 says, whoever can be trusted with a little can be trusted with more. It starts with a little. It starts with the details, okay? More money doesn't equal better with money. better with money equals more money. It's the opposite, okay? It starts with the little. It starts with the details, okay? In 2025, the mantra is, let's be faithful with the details. Matter of fact, I love this. I actually looked up the word budget, and it's a French word. It means budget. It means little bag. Little bag. Start with the little. So in 2025, we're not gonna fumble the bag, okay? We're gonna get little. We're gonna start with that little bag, and we're gonna grow it to a big bag. Because remember, the time is gonna pass anyway.